All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, Shakur Stevenson puts on a performance for the ages, goes toe-to-toe with William Zepeda in a very, very exciting fight. And I did not pay for this card. I got it the day after. So just so you know, I did not pay for this card because I wasn't about to pay for this card. However, I did get to see the Shakur Stevenson fight this next morning. And, well, he did a great job based off what everybody wanted to see from him after the disaster of a fight that had taken place, fight card that had taken place with Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, and Ryan Garcia. However, if I was Shakur, I wouldn't be doing too much of that. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, it looked like Shakur Stevenson tried his best to keep a promise, and that was to put BELT to ASS, and he seemed like he tried to do it on this fight card with that he was on last night where he fought William Zepeda, and what I have to say is a step-up fight. And we got some good news about it, and we got some bad news about it. But before I get into that, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you guys so much. Look, man, I enjoyed what I saw that fight between Shakur Stevenson and William Zepeda. Shakur Stevenson going into this fight had made a promise that he was going to fight William Zepeda, that he was not going to skitterbug around the ring like he did with Edwin De Los Santos, that he was going to sit down on his punches. And hey, man, that's what he did. He looked very, very solid throughout the entire fight. However, Gervonta Davis saw that one when he got wobbled by that right hand that landed flush in the second or third round, that buckled his knees up against that rope. That is not going to bode well if he is fighting Gervonta Davis, because Gervonta Davis is probably going to knock his jaw all the way back to his head. So I would not expect to see Shakur Stevenson going toe-to-toe like that very often, even though I think it did great to show his willingness to engage, to show his willingness to entertain boxing fans. And that is a very, very important thing. It really, truly is an important thing. It should not be underestimated that he was willing to show that he was willing to engage. Now, I have to talk about William Zepeda, though, for a second. Let's not act like William Zepeda is some world beater. William Zepeda is pillow-fisted. And pillow-fisted William Zepeda, I believe somebody can argue if you say that he's not, but pillow-fisted William Zepeda rocked Shakur. Shakur, and from what I saw, still does not slip and roll effectively the way that Gervonta Davis does. He seems as if he's more reliant on the shoulder roll, counter punching, good straight jabs. Honestly, look really terrific in the fight. I'm just saying that against a harder puncher, that could cause him a lot of problems, and he could wind up going goodbye in the fight. I ain't gonna lie, because I've seen him now get hit with a body shot against Oscar Valdez that I thought was like, okay, he played that off nice, and he admitted that he had played it off later. This particular one, he got legitimately wobbled. But hey, man, his knees dipped, he bit down, and he kept on fighting. But hey, man, that's William Zepeda hitting you like that. Please, Lord have mercy. Do not have that be Gervonta Davis lighting off a shot like that. And also, this might also explain why Shakur Stevenson was reticent to engage with Edwin De Los Santos because Edwin De Los Santos is most definitely a much larger puncher than William Zepeda. So all in all, I like the fight. I like the excitement of the fight. Yeah, I do. But at the same time, no, I don't think that that's a style that he should be fighting in on a regular basis. To me, it seems like he could get caught into that Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran type of thing, where, when Sugar Ray Leonard fought Roberto Duran for the first time, for a large amount part of that fight, Sugar Ray Leonard wanted to prove to Roberto Duran that he could stand and he could throw with Roberto Duran. And that wound up being a very bad mistake for Sugar Ray Leonard. And a mistake that he fixed in the next fight where he boxed more Roberto Duran, really frustrated Roberto Duran. And then, ultimately it was the no mas for the Roberto Duran fight. So Shakur Stevenson, I'm certainly hoping that he does not fall into doing doesn't fall into doing too much of that, what I saw in the second and the third round. But through the rest of the fight, he's just really established his jab, landed. That lead left hook was definitely landing on a regular basis. The straight right hand was working very, very well for Shakur Stevenson. Man, just looked like a terrific fight. As far as the rest of the card, though, man, Edgar Berlanga, I knew that was going to happen to Edgar Berlanga. Edgar Berlanga gets stopped. I think he got stopped in 3 or 4 by Hamad Shiraz. That was a showcase fight for Hamad Shiraz. I am high on Edgar Berlanga as a person. I like Edgar Berlanga. I met people in his camp really early in his career. So, I have an affection and an appreciation for Edgar Berlanga and Edgar Berlanga's family. But I don't think that trying to go toe-to-toe and bang it out with Hamad Shiraz was necessarily the way to go. But that's what Edgar Berlanga is. He's a big power puncher. But then he got in there with a guy that, let's just be honest, looks like he should be fighting at heavyweight because he's about 6'3". He's way too tall, long, and just was throwing all kind of bombs off the side of the head of Edgar Berlanga. So all I can say about that one is bye-bye Edgar Berlanga. Man, that dude, I hope you saved your money, made a good amount of money on the things that he was doing and the championship shots that he got. But I don't know about seeing too much more. There was also the Subriel Matias, and congratulations to Subriel Matias, because I think Subriel Matias is now a 3-time champion at 140 pounds. He lost it one time, he won it back, and then he won it. Yeah, he lost. He was a title. He lost one, and then he came back and he won the title again, and then he lost it, and now he came back and he beat who I thought was the best guy in the division at Subriel Matias. So the 140-pound division is like on and popping with Subriel Matias back. Subriel Matias, Gary Antoine Russell, those could be some real, man, that'd be a terrific fight, Gary Antoine Russell and Subriel Matias. Because Subriel Matias is always going to bring the fight, man. Always going to bring the fight. So maybe we can get a unification there. But all in all, man, from what I saw, I thought it was a very, very good, very good evening of boxing. I'll say that. I thought it was a terrific evening of boxing. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.